There are only a few billionaires in the world, but have you ever wondered what it would take to become one and if you could do it? Well, what if I told you it's all just simple math? There's one billionaire who proved that becoming one just requires a few $1,000s and a lot of years of runway. That billionaire is Warren Buffett. For those who don't know him, Warren Buffett is a famous investor who has outperformed the market and is now worth over $100 billion. So, how does this have anything to do with math? Well, Warren started investing when he was just 10 years old. He began with around $100. So, how did just $100 turn into billions? That's because of a concept called compound interest. Compounding interest is when your money starts earning money and then that money also earns money. Think of it like a snowball effect. The longer a snowball rolls down the hill, the bigger it becomes. Over time, this small effect becomes incredibly powerful. Let's take a simple example. If you invested $100 and it grew by 10% a year, after the first year, you'd have $110. And the next year, you'd earn 10% not just on your original $100, but on the new $110. That makes it $121. And it keeps going like that every single year. Now, 10% might not sound like much, but over time, it adds up. In 50 years, this same $100 will grow to more than $11,000 without anything else. That's exactly what Warren Buffett did. He didn't make billions overnight. He just started early, stayed consistent, and let compounding do the work. So the real question is, if compounding is that powerful, how can you use it? I know most of you are probably in your 20s or 30s, and you're wondering, can you actually become a billionaire like Warren Buffett if you started with just a few $1,000s and added on every year? Let's run the math. Let's say you started with $5,000 and you invested $10,000 every year, earning an average of 15% a year, which is around what Buffett himself managed over his career. If you kept that up until you were 70, you'd end up with around $260 million. Not bad at all. Now, if you could push that return to 20% a year, you crossed over 1 billion by 70. That's the power of compounding. The earlier you start and the longer you let your money grow, the bigger the outcome becomes, even from small beginnings. So technically, yes, if you could consistently invest, stay patient, and hit those kind of returns, the math says it's possible. The only difference between most people and Warren Buffett isn't luck, it's time, discipline, and the ability to let compounding do its thing. Now, most of you guys probably don't want to be rich in your 70s, as then you have already used up your valuable years. So, what else can you do to become a billionaire earlier? The answer is earning more money, which is simpler said than done. But let's say someone wants to become a billionaire by 50. That's 25 years if they start at 25. To get there, they need more than just saving a few $1,000s a year. They need a serious income boost. Let's say, for the sake of this example, they start with $50,000 and can invest $300,000 every year. That's the kind of money a successful entrepreneur or someone with a very high paying career might realistically have to work with. Now, let's assume they can earn 20% compounded every year. Aggressive, yes, but not impossible if you take risk like Warren Buffett did with businesses and investments. With that setup, they could reach 1 billion in just 25 years, hitting the target right around age 50. Of course, I know most of you watching don't earn 300,000 a year, and most people can't start with $50,000 in cash. But here's the point. The math is the same for everyone. If you increase your income, start investing aggressively, and focusing on compounding early, the results start to add up, just like Buffett did. It's not easy and it's not guaranteed, but understanding the numbers show you exactly what it takes to hit the billionaire mark and how time and smart investing can work for you. So if you really want to hit this $1 billion goal, here are some of the easiest business ways or jobs that could get you there starting at 25. But of course, nothing is easy when we're talking about this level of money. One way is starting your own business, especially in industries that can scale fast, like tech, finance, or consumer products. If your business grows quickly and you keep most of the equity, the compounding effect is huge because every year the value of your company multiplies. Another option is high paying careers. Think investment banking, hedge funds, or top tier tech roles where you can earn 300 to 500K a year, plus stock options or bonuses. That extra cash to invest each year can make a huge difference over time. You could also look at investing in startups or real estate. If you get in early on something that grows 10 or 100x, that's the kind of returns you need to accelerate your path to billions. And here's the key, It's not just about working harder, it's about owning assets that grow in value, investing wisely, and letting compounding do the heavy lifting over decades. So while becoming a billionaire by 50 is extremely rare, understanding what kind of income, investments, and time it takes makes the goal feel a little less like matching and a lot more like math. Now, one crucial thing that can help you become a billionaire is accurate data. That's the breaking point between knowing what a company actually makes in a year and not knowing it. That's where the sponsor of this video, EODHD, comes in. They can help you get the latest and most accurate financial data for hundreds of thousands of stocks around the world. I really hope this video helped you realize that making huge amounts of money isn't impossible, but it is hard. With the right strategy, investing approach, and mindset, you can actually make millions of dollars by harnessing the power of compounding and growing your income. Of course, not everyone can become a billionaire. If it was that easy, there would be thousands more billionaires than just around 3,000. And if you're wondering how you can actually get those 15 to 20% returns on stocks that is needed, check out this video right here.